We are pleased that parents, relatives, and friends of the Coast Guard have joined us for this ceremony. The lead company commander for Zulu 189 is Chief Petty Officer Hollenbeck. The assistant company commanders are Chief Petty Officer Brost, Petty Officer Martin, and Petty Officer Gunther. It is a military custom and tradition to provide military honors for all high-ranking dignitaries and flag officers. Today, the Training Center is pleased to be rendering musical honors for Rear Admiral Joseph Bodovich, Program Executive Officer and Director of Acquisition Programs, U.S. Coast Guard. Musical honors will consist of 1 ruffle and flourish, followed by the Flag Officers March and 11 cannon blasts from the south end of the parade field. Those in uniform should cover and render the hand salute. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the rendering of honors. Please stand for the national anthem. Uniformed personnel should render the military salute. Members and veterans of the armed forces not in uniform may also render the military salute. All others present should face the flag at attention, remove your hat, and place your right hand over your heart. We welcome you to remain standing for the invocation.
Alien! Present! Arms!
The invocation will be delivered by Chaplain McGraw.
This prayer was written by the religious petty officers from the graduating company. Let us pray. Gracious God, we give you thanks for guiding Zulu 189 through these demanding 8 weeks, for teaching them tolerance and teamwork with their shipmates, and for instilling the humble pride of becoming a Coast Guardsman. We pray that you continue to inspire their hearts as they serve our country and keep the faith. Let them not forget the value of family as they sail into deeper waters. Help them guard the principles by which we live. As their lead company commander, Chief Hollenbeck, said, "The training day is what you make it. Help us live every day to the best of our ability while always seeking to improve our moral foundation." We ask that you bless the company commanders, the entire training center staff, and the United States Coast Guard. Amen.
Please be seated.
Battalion! Outrage!
In the course of training, the progress of each recruit has been closely watched. Each one has been called upon to perform the skills required for Coast Guard service. Each one has been trained and tested in seamanship, marksmanship, damage control, first aid, military drill, military customs, and Coast Guard history. They have developed self-confidence and self-discipline and are ready to serve their country and humanity as members of the United States Coast Guard. We will now recognize the individual award winners. The award winners will be congratulated by Captain Prestich, Commanding Officer of Training Center Cape May. He is accompanied by Rear Admiral Vodovich, Company Mentor, Master Chief Holcomb, Company Mentor, Mr. Terry Lee of the Coast Guard Combat Veterans Association, Mr. George Vaughn of the Coast Guard Auxiliary, Seaman Carroll of the Coast Guard Enlisted Association, and Mr. John Subert of the United States Marine Corps Dramas Detachment. On behalf of the Navy League, a plaque was presented to the recruit who has the highest final overall standard. This recruit has earned the title of Honor Graduate and is authorized to wear the Coast Guard Honor Graduate ribbon. The Honor Graduate today for Zulu 189 is Seaman Recruit Amanda Haberkamp. Given on behalf of the Fleet Reserve Association, a certificate is presented to the graduate who has the highest academic average. The academic award winner today for Zulu 189 is Seaman Recruit Ryan Straight. On behalf of the Cape May chapter of the Chief Petty Officers Association, a certificate and challenge coin was presented to the recruits selected by the company commanders who demonstrated the greatest leadership influence during training. The leadership award winner today for Zulu 189 is Seaman Recruit Danzel Canty. A certificate and challenge coin was presented on behalf of the United States Marine Corps League to the recruit who has demonstrated the highest level of proficiency in executing the Manual of Arms. The Manual of Arms award winner today for Zulu 189 is Seaman Recruit Joseph Lopez. A certificate and marlinspike knife was presented on behalf of the Coast Guard Auxiliary to the recruit who achieved the highest overall average during the seamanship phase of training. The seamanship award winner today for Zulu 189 is Ty Fender. The recruit who showed the highest level of physical fitness during training received a certificate and wristwatch given in memory of Jack Campbell, former president of the Coast Guard Combat Veterans Association and gunner's mate during D-Day. The John W. Physical Fitness Award winner is also the Best Shipmate Award winner. The Best Shipmate Award is presented on behalf of the Coast Guard Enlisted Association to the person selected by the members of their company, who has been the most helpful during training. The Best Shipmate Award and the John W. Campbell Physical Fitness Award winner today for Zulu 189 is Seaman Recruit Thomas Mayer. Sponsored by the City of Cape May, the Most Improved Physical Fitness Award was presented to the recruit who has shown the most improvement in all areas of physical fitness. The Most Improved Physical Fitness Award winner today for Zulu 189 is Seaman Recruit Paul Ivaje. The colorful streamers on the Zulu company flag indicate outstanding achievement in the areas of seamanship and overall company performance. In addition, Zulu company earned the battalion pennant for outstanding overall company performance, earned by less than half of all companies. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you Captain Todd Prestige, who will advance the graduates, offer his remarks, and introduce the guest speaker.
Uniform personnel, attention to advancement.
Battalion! Attack! And
Captain Preston, troops of Zulu 189 are completed training and are ready to be advanced. Very well, Chief Hollenbeck. Members of Zulu Company, your basic training is now complete. It is my pleasure to officially advance you from Seaman Recruit to Seaman, Seaman Apprentice, Fireman, or Fireman Apprentice. Congratulations on your first advancement in the United States Coast Guard. Please be seated.
battalion! Parade! And
Well, good morning. We're going to try that one more time. Good morning. Good morning. There we go. Now we can continue on with the ceremony. Thank you very much. To our distinguished guests, Admiral Vodovich, parents, family members, friends of Zulu 189er, welcome to Coast Guard Training Center, Cape May, on this absolutely beautiful day. So I guess this goes without saying, but are you excited? Not as much as they are. Well, to put it mildly, these young men and women have changed since they arrived at Cape May. I think we can all agree that they do look a little different than perhaps last time you saw them. They have discipline and purpose in their step, and a confidence in their voice and appearance. Sometimes change is good, sometimes it is not so good, but in all cases, change is only successful when everyone agrees that change is necessary. By appearing here, these young men and women raised their hand and said, "I want to change. I want to serve my country. I want to understand what honor, respect, and devotion to duty is all about." Well, now they have changed because they wanted to. And we certainly were willing participants in that process. Standing before you now is a Coast Guardsman, a new person. But let's always remember that it all started with their desire. Our recruits arrive from every state and territory in our union, all with different ideas and dreams, but all wanting to serve. And now today they are no longer from Texas, from New York, from Puerto Rico, or from Guam. They have been reborn as Coast Guardsmen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cape May. This is the birthplace of the enlisted corps. This is their new hometown. Shipmates, you are not the same as you were before. You are now one of us. To effect this change, we are constantly reminded our job here is to not train recruits. It is to produce Coast Guardsmen, a person that is ready to lend a hand at their first unit upon their arrival, one that places service above self-interest. This all starts with the company commander's creed and its opening sentence: "These recruits are entrusted to my care." My personal promise to them is to provide a training environment free of discrimination, recrimination, or intimidation based upon their race, creed, color, gender, religion, where they were from, or their orientation, and one that is free of assault or harassment. In the end, our mission is realized by what you see before you: a Coast Guardsman that is basically trained, physically fit, and smartly disciplined. To do this, ladies and gentlemen, it takes a lot of people. From our galley staff to our security force, to our carpenters, to our electricians, it takes everyone here to make a Coast Guardsman, but mostly it takes trust. The trust that all of us at Training Center Cape May are working towards a common goal. So I reaffirm my trust each and every week before my staff that I am confident in the track line that has been laid by our service and the course I have set to steer us by. I know these Coast Guardsmen are ready because I trust the assistant company commanders, Chief Petty Officer Brost, Petty Officer Martin, Petty Officer Gunther, and their lead company commander, Chief Petty Officer Hollenbeck, in the fantastic job they have done to prepare them for this day. I know this because I trust the professionalism and attention to detail that has been provided by the lead instructor, Petty Officer Peruzin, by the lead gym instructor, Mr. Hingston, the lead seamanship instructor, Petty Officer Thompson, and the lead yeoman, Seaman Carroll. Shipmates, you have been guided, challenged, and mentored by many here, and I trust all of them when they say Zulu 189er is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in a round of applause for my entire staff at Training Center Cape May. So recruit training is over and Coast Guard life begins. I am confident that you have been instilled with the concept of valuing your shipmates in all that you do, and you will not tolerate those that do not hold these same values. I ask that you reflect upon your time here often. Remember your faith, love your family, improve your fitness, make new friends, and most of all, have fun. It has been our pleasure and honor to ensure your first steps in the Coast Guard were the right steps. May God keep you and may God bless you and keep you in your travels, and may God bless our Coast Guard. Semper Paratus. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's guest speaker, Ramo Vodovich, a 1985 graduate of the U.S. Coast Guard Academy with honors. He has also earned a Master of Science degree in Electrical Engineering from Purdue University and has completed the Naval War College non-resident curriculum. Also a graduate of the Industrial College of the Armed Forces with a Master of Science in National Resource Strategy. In 2001, he obtained his Project Manager Professional Certification and is now a certified Level 3 Acquisition Professional. His career includes varied field and sea assignments across the Coast Guard, including commands of Sector Long Island Sound, the Coast Guard Cutter Gentian, and the Coast Guard Cutter Sapelo. He currently serves as U.S. Coast Guard's Program Executive Officer and Director of Acquisition Programs. His duties include management oversight of all Coast Guard acquisition programs and projects for the modernization and recapitalization of surface, air, command and control, and logistics assets in support of all of our maritime missions. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Rear Admiral Joe Vodovich.
Captain Prestige, thanks for that warm welcome. Coast Guard shipmates, friends, families, and especially women and men of Recruit Company Zulu 189er. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh man, I heard the intro, that loud and proud. I don't think we did very well in the training there. Captain Prestige, a little disappointing. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we're fired up, and I know we're excited. Yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity to say a few words on this most proud and anticipated day. I know many of our newest Coast Guard men have loved ones here, parents, siblings, spouses, grandparents, close friends. Great that you all could be here part of this ceremony. And again, welcome. I know it takes special support and encouragement for all our recruits to achieve this crowning accomplishment called graduation. It's been a very long 52, 53 days with little communications, but I know our recruits have family and friends throughout the country who provided an important, comforting reassurance. So I thank you, and I hope that our graduates will express my appreciation to loved ones back home. It was a real privilege to spend some time with Recruit Company Zulu 189er. What a noticeable change since the first time we spent some time together during week 2. For many of you, physically, you've changed. But I suspect many of you have not faced anything so physically demanding, but you faced and overcome the challenge. You were unsure, but now I sense overwhelming confidence. You knew little of our manners and our profession, and now you're ready to talk about Douglas Monroe or snap off that sharp salute. You're prepared for the next step of our journey, and I'm extremely proud of each and every one of you. Honored to have spent some time with our newest Coast Guardmen. Now, I had a tough time devising some comments knowing that you are probably more than eager to leave Cape May in your rearview mirror as soon as possible. And I know you have more important things to do, like go on leave, travel back home, spend time with family and friends, and get to your first unit. But I wanted to leave you something tangible, something meaningful. And I did what everyone does. I went to the internet. And what did I find? A Marine Corps general advising college graduates to make their bed every day. Pretty good. A doctor imploring students to wear sunscreen. So maybe a Coast Guard animal should discuss the importance of wearing a PFD, a life jacket, when boating. Clearly that's not going to work. So I skipped the internet and I thought about our conversations during our mentor sessions. And I came up with one word: choices. You've made some great choices so far. You decided to join the Coast Guard. A great choice. And do you remember what Master Chief Holcomb said about getting off the bus on day 1? Another great choice. Many of you questioned your ability and desire to complete recruit training. Once again, another great choice when you decided to stick it out. I can't begin to tell you the number of choices that you'll have every day in the Coast Guard. During one of our sessions, someone expressed the concern about how folks at his new unit would receive him. And I said that you get to choose. And I really mean that. You will choose by your motivation to learn your job. You'll choose by helping others at your unit. You'll choose by your attitude for your duties and assignment. Now, I suspect the last thing you feel is that you do have choices. So let me put this in another way. You might not get to choose what gets done, but you will clearly have the choice on how to do it. If you choose positive attitude, self-motivation, consideration for others, and plain old hard work, then you have chosen the path for success. You have essentially chosen honor, respect, devotion to duty. You have chosen the way of the Coast Guard. So I'll wrap this up by saying congratulations to all of you. And I'm going to front load you with a thank you for your service. I hope that you'll get to hear that a lot in your time in the Coast Guard. The nation values your service. You're about to embark on a noble journey that serves our country, and our communities. In you, we have America's finest, ready and eager to contribute and answer the call. And one last final thing. I hope I get to hear from you once you've been at your unit for a little while. Let me know how it's going on. Email me. I'm in the global. I mean it. All right. Well, thank you again. Congratulations, and Semper Paratus.
Battalion! Pass and review!
Ladies and gentlemen, the battalion is now preparing to pass and review. This is a military tradition that demonstrates honor for the official party at the reviewing stand. On command, each company will pass, perform an eyes right, and salute. The band will begin by playing the Coast Guard service song, Semper Paratus, which means always ready. We invite all Coast Guard personnel to stand and sing along with the recruits of Zulu 189 in honor of their service.
Battalion! Two hands! And
Battalion staff consists of Senior Chief Petty Officer Ashley and Chief Petty Officer Blackmore. The battalion guidon is being carried by Seaman and Crew Benedetti. The band conductor is Stephen Prince. The drill master is Petty Officer Smith. Delta Company is in their third week of training. Their company commanders are Petty Officer Saporito, Petty Officer Casey, Petty Officer Impey, and Petty Officer Tilton. Please rise for the passing of colors.
ready! Front!
Hand salute.
Eyes! Right! Ready! Front!
Charlie Company is in their fourth week of training. Their company commanders are Chief Petty Officer McKenna, Petty Officer Utenhowen, Petty Officer Castle, Petty Officer Fairburn, and Petty Officer Kesterson. Alpha Company is in their seventh week of training. Their company commanders are Chief Petty Officer Arsenault, Senior Chief Petty Officer Elliott, Chief Petty Officer Gallego, Petty Officer Harrow, and Petty Officer Carp.
Hey! Hey!
Zulu Company is the graduating company. Their company commanders are Chief Petty Officer Hollenbeck, Petty Officer Bros, Petty Officer Martin, and Petty Officer Gunther.
I know, it's horrible.
I feel less hot when I'm standing up. It's just like, yeah, those stuff right here. He looks so good. So now see like all the That's a video. I've never thought of that if I video first. Hold on, we're waiting. Why? Because I'm the one who takes care of it. Huh? He's trying so hard to stop. He's like, I'm always scared of getting it pooped on. They should all be smiling. Oh my god. Crowds should go up. They should let them just like, they're not allowed to. Oh god. I'm surprised our mechanic was there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have the presentation of the graduation certificates.